The hearing anatomy of mammals is unique. You won't find ear flaps on any reptile. Our ears are extremely sensitive, allowing us to pick up a wide range of sounds. From high-pitched squeaks to low-distance calls.
Okay.
And the secret of their incredible sensitivity lies in the tiniest bones in our body. These are the 3 bones of our middle ear. All mammals, including people, have these 3 bones that sit inside the skull. And what they do is they form a little lever system that turns the vibration of air into sound that our nervous system can perceive. We, like all mammals, have 3 of these bones in our middle ear, but reptiles only have 1. These 2 extra bones, the malleus and incus, enable us to amplify sounds that reach our eardrum. Which is one reason why our hearing is so much better than reptiles. This presents us with a simple yet extraordinary puzzle. How did our acute sense of hearing using 3 bones emerge from our reptilian ancestors who used only 1?
So these are the gray short-tailed opossum, and they have been used in labs for a few decades and are now becoming a much more popular lab organism. They're very cute. So the opossums, like other marsupial mammals, the mother gives birth very early compared to what we would call placental mammals, things like us, like mice, like dogs. These guys, you know, they're a month and a half old, they're pretty big. When they're born, they crawl up here and attach to these nipples, and they're only a few millimeters in length at that stage. They are almost at an embryonic stage of development, about the equivalent of a human embryo at about 40 days of development. So they don't really have hind limbs, they have no hair, they can't hear at all at that point.
These opossums are born just 2 weeks after mating. And Karen can see how their ear bones form at each stage of development from early embryo to adult. In order to find the bones, she euthanizes the opossums and uses flesh-eating beetle larvae to strip away the tissue and leave bare bones. These dermestid beetles are used by labs and museums the world over. Karen is then left with a series of skulls through which she can trace the development of the middle ear bones from embryo to adult. And what the skulls reveal is astonishing.
So what's really surprising is if you look at these early opossum embryos, what you see is essentially a reptilian style ear with 1 ear bone. Those 2 extra middle ear bones, they're going to be in the ear in the adult. They are part of the jaw. And so the jaw joint between the skull and the jaw really looks like that of a reptile. Then after they're born and while they're growing up, those little bones that are going to be the mammalian middle ear disconnect from the jaw. They get relatively smaller and move up to their final position to become a mammal-like ear. So if you have modern reptiles with 1 ear bone, you have modern mammals with 3 ear bones. I think what the embryos do is they almost provide a link between those 2. So what we see in the opossums is from that time they're born through their adult, they almost go through 300 million years of evolution in terms of their ears.